when he says that I am in no place to lecture him, but who have I lectured here? I am raising critical issues of concern to all of us, matters of law.
Hello everyone, welcome to Africa on Chain. Today's update is about Ssemujju and Ssenyonyi. They thought nobody will notice, but today in Uganda's parliament, they got caught. What Ssemujju and Ssenyonyi just exposed about Bobi Wine's arrest will shock you. Subscribe now. You don't want to miss this.
Mwanga Chivumbi, who was arrested.
Has he died?
Who was arrested?
Because Honorable Ssemujju just wait, because I informed colleagues about members who had lost their loved ones. So I talked about the dead. So I just want.
Mr. Speaker, it's a tradition in this parliament. In fact, in the past, even birth will be announced. When we have a colleague arrested, in the past, we have been briefed, and the Parliament has offered to help. So I had thought, Mr. Speaker, and I'm not blaming you, that you will inform us about the Honorable Mwanga Chivumbi. We keep reading reports that 10 people were killed in his house. But since that matter is before court, I thought as a colleague you will need to know and demand from government an explanation regarding his circumstances, especially the ones that don't offend the law regarding people who are suspect. So that's a procedural issue, Mr. Speaker, I am raising.
You had scared me, Honorable Ssemujju. Usually how we handle these matters, we have a CID officer attached to Parliament. He gives us a report as a leadership, and then from that report, we are able to follow up on such a matters. So I'm going to ask the CID officer who will share with us a report through the clerk, and we shall offer any assistance within our means as the leadership of the House, like we do for other colleagues. Yes, Honorable, allow 1 minute.
Honourable Speaker, I think it's because the modus operandi really is that for any colleague here to be arrested, someone's go through your office. But of course what we saw with the Honourable Mwanga Chivumbi is that his home was raided by the military. Thankfully, and imagine I'm saying thankfully, for him he was not disappeared away. He was taken to police and then court. Never mind that the raid was outside of the law really. The concern about the others is they were taken and we don't know where they are. Honourable Speaker, the Minister for Information has said that the home of the Honourable Kyagulanyi is suspected to be used as a public disorder hub. Those are the words that he used. And therefore there is access control. I think you should not operate in the dark. If you think that my home has got an issue with public order, accessibility, why do you not bring me on board so that I know what can I do, what can I not do? Because now you know, but the family doesn't know. So when they come, they are banging doors, the wife refuses to open. She's thinking, are these coming in good faith or not? Eventually they break and beat her up. But when you inform the family that now these are the standard operating procedures, no one is supposed to visit you. No one is supposed to bring food for you. Then we know, and we also get to see what can we challenge. But now you know. The family does not know. Yesterday his siblings went to see him, to see the family. They were denied access. So can we know, Honourable Minister, it's not enough for you to say we have put in place access controls. To what effect? Because when I know, then tomorrow if I flout what you have laid down, if it is legal, I can be held liable.
Thank you.
Finally, Right Honourable Speaker, again, this talk of there are people inciting violence and that's why the state is operating that way. Incitement of violence is an offense in this country. Why don't you charge them? If you think the Honourable Kyagulanyi has incited violence, issue him with summons. That's what I've been saying. But for you to say he's inciting violence, that's why we shall raid his home, break things, beat up his wife. You're operating outside the law. Issue him with summons. And very finally, Right Honourable Speaker, you see, abductions, and why we call these abductions, the Minister for Internal Affairs, who was saying that, yes, I went through, even though I'm saying the process was unfair. You see, we blame Idi Amin's regime of having killed people, and yes, they did. But Idi Amin did not kill everybody who was present in the country at the time. But let me get back to my point. The reason we are calling these abductions is because how can 7 days later, 2 weeks later, families don't know where they are? Honorable Minister, you have said that you are aware that for some of these, they are being processed for court. Tell me, you quote for me a law which says you can hold somebody for 7 days, for 2 weeks. The family doesn't know. The lawyers don't know. But you're saying you're processing them for court. How is that legal? How? You help me understand. Because if you're processing them for court, the family has got to be able to access them. Lawyers should be able to access them. If they're writing statements, they have a right to have legal counsel with them. But you're saying 10 days later, you're processing them for court. We don't know the state in which they are. Family cannot access them. You, with due respect, the Honourable Minister should be ashamed of telling us these things that are outside the law. You should be apologizing the same way you're saying government, it apologize to you and you forgive them. You should be saying, let's...
Honourable Minister, for information.
The ROP doesn't qualify to lecture me in this house. You don't. I thought you had to Makerere. Okay, give order.
Right, Honourable Speaker.
Honourable, I haven't allowed you, please. No, I haven't. You ask when you're seated. No, just first sit. Because you see, when you stand up, you access a microphone, you remain standing. You need to first take your position. Colleagues, we've been moving well. This shouldn't be an exchange just between the two colleagues. Honourable Baryomunsi, please wait. Honourable Baryomunsi, wait. Honourable Minister, wait a bit. Yeah. Now, the problem I'm seeing, Honourable colleagues, the problem I'm seeing, it seems we prefer talking to each other on microphones and in the public. But we are colleagues. We are colleagues. I don't think Lope, you call General Muhoozi here, and you refuse to speak your call. Or General Muhoozi, you call Lope, or Honourable Baryomunsi. Because now what we are doing, we are exchanging before the public or the Prime Minister. You know, I think let us also use other means beyond the cameras and the microphones to help our colleagues, to be honest. And we have resolved very many issues that way, you know. So I request, Honourable Sarira is telling me accountability is on camera. Please, Eslop.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. The Honourable Baryomunsi is attempting to intimidate me. Obviously, he will not succeed to intimidate Joel Ssenyonyi. When he says that I am in no place to lecture him, but who have I lectured here? I am raising critical issues of concern to all of us, matters of law. So how do you say that I'm now standing up to lecture you? I'm quoting for you the law. And that is the critical concern. Why do you not address, I don't know if it's in order to try and address my person. I'm not attacking you. If it were him as Minister of Information, I would still raise the issues of concern to him. Why do you not raise these issues of concern when we say, no, these are not arrests?
Thank you.
Can I be allowed to finish a point of order, sir? I was processing the point of order.
Honourable colleagues, please. No, please.
It's important I raise...
Conclude.
Because I don't want him to again make it seem like it's a personal issue. No, it is a matter of law. And why we are concerned, when people are abducted and for days on end we don't see them, they might end up becoming like John Bosco Chibalama, whom the Prime Minister said he was arrested. Up to now, she has never accounted for him. 6 years later. That's why we are concerned. I don't want the same thing that happened to Chibalama to happen to Lina Zedriga.
Thank you. Now, no, Honourable Baryomunsi, I have to rule. There is a point of order against you. Yes. So, honourable colleagues, now Honourable Ssenyonyi made my work even more difficult in terms of ruling. because he said that he cannot be intimidated. So since Honorable Baryomunsi cannot intimidate you, let us ignore it. We take it as a passing, you know. Okay? Yeah. So Honorable Baryomunsi, please.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. I think what I said, and the LP should listen, I said there are arrests being made and are being processed in accordance with the law so that the suspects appear in court. That's what I said. Secondly, I said the government of Uganda does not abduct. But if your dear one goes missing, there is a law which guides you on how you can report police, and the police can assist you to look for that person. I am alive to the law in this country as a member of Parliament. So if you are saying there is an abduction, it is your word against us. We are not aware of an abduction. But if your person has gone missing, report police. Then the police can help you to look for the person.
Thank you, Honorable Minister.
Otherwise, those who are being arrested are taken to court, charged, and processed accordingly.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Honorable Minister for Finance.
If you want real African politics truth, the media will show you. Subscribe to Africa on Chain right now. Click this video on your screen to watch next and see what happens in Uganda political crisis.